Hello and welcome to part 1 of my Cavalry Only Let's Play of Mongolia on Supreme World 2020. So it's going to be a very hard Let's Play. It's more of a challenge really, because I expect we'll die very quickly. And our intentions are to replicate the Mongolian Empire, maybe take over a bit of China, all the way to Iran, but I doubt we'll get that far. We'll probably just be crushed by the Chinese. But my hope is that the Russians and the South Koreans do a lot of the work for us. We've got a decent amount of manpower, which is good because we're going to lose huge amounts of men. Let me just show you what we're going to be using. We can't use any infantry. We'll have to use horses, which is cavalry. I will allow ships and aircraft, which is because I put them in a different category. But our ground units are just going to be cavalry. No artillery, nothing like that. So we better start producing that. And we'll also do the general basic things of turning off the ministers, so make sure they don't spend any money. A good thing about this is we don't need to do any research really, apart from maybe some basic technologies to improve our economy. We don't have to worry about research anymore. Firearms and things like that, because we just have horses and they're already pure perfection. We don't have to do much about it. So let's see how our economy reacts to that. Just building horses. I think we'll normally the South Koreans declare war on the North Koreans, and we could probably get an alliance with the Russians if we're lucky, or at least. Come on, you bastards. Full transit treaty? Yeah, if we pay you. It's annoying we can't get a alliance with them. But we'll get a full transit treaty when we have enough money. And how much are we making a month or a day? A decent amount, yeah. It's good. So North Korea should be our next target, because the South Koreans will declare war. Everyone hates North Korea in this game anyway. And they always run out of military goods, so we'll head down here to take over North Korea if we can, and then perhaps invade China. But it depends what the Russians and the South Koreans do, because we literally have our units with 6 soft attack against garrisons and whatever, and then 1 hard attack against the, we're going to be facing loads of Chinese. I've got crazy strong units. Let's just mess with the sound, which is always bugs out when you turn it off and on again. Okay, let's just let it run. Is there anything we can research that might be useful? Aircraft? No, we've got an airship. We don't have enough money to produce aircraft anyway. And we shouldn't need any supply vehicles, because I think cavalry, well, they don't need any petrol, and they do quite well. So it might be interesting to see if they can push into this sort of desert. It'd be great if we could steal some of this Chinese population, as we'll need the manpower. So anywhere we can get more population would be fantastic. Turn that into manpower and turn that into horses, and then turn that into dead Chinese and probably a lot of dead horses, to be fair. So I'll come back when we've gathered a little bit of money, and I'll see if I can get an alliance with the Russians. Okay, we're back and we've produced our first horse, or cavalry I suppose I should say. It's quite a cute looking little thing, and it's faster than ground infantry. I think ground infantry does half the speed, but it's still quite slow compared to mechanised. But yeah, it can go. I mean, it'd be pretty useful. We'll send that through Russia in a little bit. I've also realised we've got all these units here, and obviously we can't use these, so we'll have to sell them to someone. And I think the best bet is the Russians, because the Russians like us a little bit, and they'll probably be on our side in the future anyway. So let's see if they want to buy some. And we'll keep our aircraft obviously, because we can we're allowed to have that in my rule set. Sell all this. Hopefully they'll buy it. It's a good source of cash. It's a shame we can't get an alliance. We'll try and get an alliance with them, because then they can use their troops in our territory. But this was good for now. We can use this money to build more horses and improve our economy a little bit. Maybe some ore mines might be useful. And I'll also have to garrison up the whole of Mongolia, because we're going to be open to the Chinese as when they stir themselves, if they do. They normally do. They're normally quite aggressive. See if they want this. If they don't take it the first time, then we'll try again later on. We rejected. Come on, you. Tell you what. How about a full transit treaty first? Could be busy mates very soon. So yes, yep. How about you just buy a few bits to start off with? Yeah, that worked. Okay, let's garrison up our whole region. We've got, yeah, nearly 150,000 men. That should go down as we garrison. But should still have like 100,000 left in my experience. I have run through this a little bit before. I went down to North Korea. It's very hard, but I mean it's possible. It varies a lot on the AI. It's like any small nation, it varies on what the AI is going to do. For example, the Russians have just declared war, so that could be a factor. They might not want to get involved in China now. So we'll look down here, and they're just flying through because at the start of the game the AI doesn't really garrison up quick enough. So they shouldn't take many casualties. Let's have a look. Casualties. Russia, yeah, not many, considering how much land they've taken. So when's our second horse coming? 3 days. That's okay. Okay, so I'll sell the rest of our units to the Russians if we can, and then I'll be back. Okay, so we've sold some of our units, or pretty much all of our units, to the Russians, and all we have left are horses, and some transport aircraft, and a hind, which is actually quite good and will be pretty useful for getting our horses and maybe some supply trucks through here. Apart from that, we've got loads more money now, so I think it might be safe to try and build another land fabrication. If we look at our economy, we can have a gander of what is making money and what's losing money. Agriculture is good, and military goods are bad, obviously, because we're producing this, and a lot of cavalry. Once we take over the more populated areas, this is North Korea. It's smaller than us, but they have more population, like more population density. We're going to need a lot more consumer goods, so it might be an idea to build some consumer goods factories. But of course that's going to be very hard on our small economy. We just have enough as it is now. So I'll chance building a small, just a small consumer goods. Goods, consumer mid. Let's see how much that can produce. Just, can we put it in a town somewhere that we're not going to lose? Probably won't lose this town. Get constant diplomatic offers, but they're not really that interesting. Let's have a look around the world. I think Egypt declared war on Israel, or something like that. So one of these guys is going to get taken out. Either Syria, Israel, Egypt. Standard procedure. Apart from that, world's relatively peaceful. Let's have a look down here. Actually, I didn't see this. India and Myanmar, or Myanmar. See if we can get an alliance with Vietnam. These guys hate the Chinese as well. No, they'd be annoying as well. It's a shame. Sometimes when you start the game, the Russians and the Vietnamese like you. I probably should have reloaded this until I got some favourable relations with these two, but I couldn't be bothered. I don't think it's more interesting if you don't have any allies. So let's work our way with the Russians. Non-aggression pact, how much do you want for that? 88 million. See if that improves relation, if we get that. Not enough to make a difference. Oh no. They always want slightly more. Sometimes you can slowly work your way towards an alliance, but we don't have the money to be bribing them with that. Okay. At least we've got a non-aggression pact, so they're less likely to declare war on us. So it gives us a bit more free reign with North Korea. And our economy isn't doing terribly with this production of the military facility. Another horse, and we'll come back when this is finished and we've got a few more horses. Okay, so North Korea has just declared war on South Korea, or was it the other way around? Yeah, no, North Korea declared war on South Korea, which is a bad move. Not going to work out for them, I doubt. So I think it's time to send our cavalry down. I probably should have done it earlier, but oh well. If you head down to Vladivostok. Also, this land fabrication is finished. We've got to wait for the South Koreans to do most of the heavy lifting. They should push up to Pyongyang, and we may be able to just steal a bit of the kill. I'll be happy if we can take up to Chingchongying, whatever it's called. Sorry for my pronunciation, I don't really know any Korean at all. How fast are you guys going? Hopefully these guys can find a railway carriage, otherwise they might miss a lot of the action. But as you can see, the North Koreans do quite well to start with, but they run out of money, as you can see they're doing now, and then they run out of military goods. Oh! They run out of military goods first this time. It's interesting. And then obviously they can't use they don't have any shells for their artillery because they can't afford to buy them. So they just get crushed by the South Koreans eventually because they just can't reinforce. Along with all the other problems that having no money brings your economy on your nation, I suppose. As you can see, we finished building that, which is good because it's almost doubled our production capability. I might have to build another one of them. Let's have a look. Consumer goods. Yeah, that's our main earner now. Okay, we'll build 2 more of them because we will need them when we take over the at least a couple million from the North Koreans, I'm hoping. Speaking of population and manpower, once we've garrisoned, well, now we've garrisoned these towns, we're down to pretty much 100,000, and also produced a few bits of cavalry. I think I'll send them in waves, so I'll build up like 10 cav and then I'll send them across. Yeah, and they're not having any problems with. Hey, there they go, whizzing along. I wish the AI would build straight, because then they can just go and whiz along. It's quite funny watching. But even though we're building 2 of these, not losing money, which is good, because there's a good demand. There's a fantastic demand for consumer goods, so we'll build up on that. And agriculture is doing well as well, so we'll build our economy on these 2 pillars. Sadly, there's no oil in the region. See, these guys are almost there. Let's have a look what resources we actually have. Probably the easiest way to go is down to commodities. There you go. Agriculture. It's alright, I mean, we don't have any bright red things like this, but we'll probably take some over in China. Rubber, no. A little bit of timber, which is good because there's demand for that. Coal, Yeah. Wish we had uranium. That'd be fantastic. We don't. So we don't really have much apart from big dreams and horses. But neither did Genghis Khan, so we'll just crack on. Alright, come on you guys, get down here. And we will declare war. I wonder what our... Yeah, we can sort of justify... The global community won't be too angry with us if we declare war. See, look, they're moving up very quickly already. So once they run out of military goods, they're in trouble. And we'll steal all this juicy population. It'd be great if we can have this little town here as well. It's got a naval dockyard. We can have a fleet, the Mongolian fleet. Hopefully it won't be killed in a storm trying to attack Japan. France declare war on Belarus. Yeah, there's wars going off all over the world. Because I think the AI is on aggressive. It's a shame we can't get an alliance with a lot of these people. Imagine Taiwan, yeah, they're at war. Who are the... Yeah, South Korea and Taiwan, standard. Probably be at war with Japan soon. Which is good because it will weaken China, but it will... it's just another person trying to steal a piece of our pie. Chinese normally declare war on one of these guys, but... not yet. I think we'll wait for the South Koreans to get up to this air defence facility about here. Let's have a look at our consumer goods. It's fine. Still producing loads of that. Can we send any more cav down? Yeah, you can come across. Or come around is probably more accurate. I'll send you here first, because I don't trust the AI not to get lost. But at least we don't have any dockyards or sea piers for them just to depart from and then get killed by an enemy ship. I've lost so many units that way. And killed so many AI units that way actually, so... If you watch my Sierra Leone Let's Play, that's how I took out Angola, I think it was. Okay. So we come back when the horses are ready to trample over the border and crush the enemy with their 1 hard attack and 6 soft attack. Okay, so I think they're ready to declare war on the North Koreans. The Cav stands ready at the border with their impressive, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hard attack combined. Let's declare war. So let's bring our helicopter around. Do you have it? Where is it? Is it? Good Russian helicopter. You come round, and I don't know what they have here, so we'll send 1 unit to probe, and we'll just leave that there for now. So we'll secure this little position here with a trench and put a man there once it's finished building, because yeah, they're gonna have units here, and I want a claim to this area. Because the Russians might try and steal our prize, or even the Chinese, or something stupid like that. Here he comes, he's flying down. Which is quite quick compared to our horses, obviously. It's kind of funny how they change size when they... I really wish they'd just build a straight railway. But yeah, this is part 1. We'll come back for part 2. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out my other videos.